Good day viewers, welcome to this channel. Breaking news. Why Nnamdi Kanu was brought back from Kenya, Buhari government tells court. The government of President Mohammed has explained to the Supreme Court why it arrested the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, in Kenya and returned him to Nigeria. According to federal government, it subjected that Kanu to extraordinary rendition from Kenya so he could continue his ongoing trial in Nigeria. Daily Post reported that the explanation was contained in the federal government's amended notice of appeal before the Supreme Court marked SC/CR/1361/2022. The appeal was against the October 13, 2022 judgment of the Court of Appeal in Abuja, where it held that Kanu's extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria robs the trial court of its jurisdiction to try him on the seven count charge on which he was being tried before the IPOB leader absconded. In the 13th ground amended notice of appeal filed by David Kausui of the Federal Ministry of Justice, the federal government argued that the appeal court held when they heard that the extraordinary rendition of the Kanu robbed the trial court of the jurisdiction to hear the pending charges before the court, even before respondent allegedly jumped jail and absconded. Kanu was standing trial on a 5-count charge preferred against him by the federal government. In the course of proceedings, he allegedly jumped jail and absconded from Nigeria. See the full clip here. The respondent was only returned to Nigeria to continue his trial before the court. It said the federal government accused the appeal court of failing to consider the illegality of Kanu jumping jail and his refusal to make himself available for trial, which necessitated his return to Nigeria. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court okayed the federal government to file 9 grounds of appeal. A 5-man panel of appeals court led by Justice John Okoro granted the federal government permission for the appeal. Why Kanu Nnamdi was brought back from Kenya, Buhari government tells court. The government of President Buhari Mohammed has explained to the Supreme Court why it arrested the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, in Kenya and returned him to Nigeria. According to federal government, subjected Kanu to extraordinary rendition from Kenya so he could continue his ongoing trial in Nigeria. According to federal government, it subjected Kanu to extraordinary rendition from Kenya so he could continue his ongoing trial in Nigeria. Daily Post reported that the explanation was contained in federal government's amended notice of appeal before the Supreme Court marked SC/CR/1361/2022. The appeal was against the October 3, 2022 judgment of the Court of Appeal in Abuja, where it held the Kanu's extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria robbed the trial court of its jurisdiction to try him on the 7-count charges on which he was being tried before the IPOB leader absconded. I believe we have all heard that Kanu was arrested in Kenya, brought to Nigeria during Buhari's tenure, and his case was filed in the Supreme Court and other courts for trials, and up to now, yet to avail. The case is still in the custody of courts to judge and have a conclusion. My dear listener, I believe you and I may have one or two things to say concerning this particular news. Please do not forget to drop your own opinion or your concern or your stand concerning this topic of this news, while you click on the like button and the bell button to subscribe if you are yet to subscribe on this channel. But if you have already subscribed, do not forget to drop your comment at the comment section. As the news unfold more, we'll bring it to your